Hello, welcome to Tri-State Realty. My name is Karen Logan. I'm a mom, a wife, and real estate is how I make my living. I'm a licensed broker in Virginia, Maryland, and DC. I've been a real estate licensee for over 13 years. For about 9 of those years, I worked with Prudential, Remax, and Exit. So I did the big name thing. I received lots of training, lots of coaching, and then about 4 years ago, decided to get my broker's license and start my own company. That company is Tri State Realty. I've had lots of experience in short sales. In fact, I am a certified distressed property expert, which means that I've done lots of training for short sales and other distressed properties. I've sold many foreclosures for the banks, and I've done extensive BPO work. Now, BPO is a broker price opinion. The bank hires me to give them a value on a particular home. It could be a foreclosure, a pre foreclosure, a short sale, or a loan modification. And the bank wants to know, what is this home worth? So they hire an independent real estate licensee to give them that value. To date, I've probably done somewhere between 5,000 BPOs on residential properties and perhaps 1,000 BPOs on commercial properties. So I've been around quite a while and I've sold lots of homes. So, what is your home worth in today's real estate market? Are you ready to sell but you don't know if you have enough equity? The values can be very tricky in this market. There are a few foreclosures still lingering around, and values are rising, but most of us are still underwater. So you're probably confused about the value of your home. Your neighbors are getting a divorce and just did a short sale for 490, but you owe 510. The family down the street just went into foreclosure. You're wondering what the bank will list that house for. Of course, it's going to affect the value of your home. The house behind you just sold for $450,000, but oh my goodness, you owe $520,000. And then there was that house on the hill that an investor bought, went in, renovated it, and made it all gorgeous, hardwood floors, new kitchen, and then he put it back on the market and sold it for $560,000. So, what is your home worth in today's real estate market? Perhaps you're thinking of selling. Let's take a look at our examples. The value of your home is $330,000. That is going to be your list price. Your mortgage payoff is $300,000, leaving you with $30,000 in equity. Under a full service real estate agency agreement, your commissions are going to be $19,800. That's 6% of your sales price. 3% to the buyer's agent and 3% to your listing agent. There's also a $395 broker admin fee, $9,900 in seller concessions. What are seller concessions? So a buyer places an offer on your home and he says, Mr. Seller, I've offered you your full asking price. Now I need help getting to the closing table. I need 3% of the sales price in order to make this deal work. That's $9,900. Pretty standard, pretty typical. The buyer usually asks for 3% of the sales price. In addition, you have $1,500 in closing fees payable to the title company for the services that they provide, such as wiring your payoff to the mortgage company, prorating your taxes and making sure they are paid, recording the deed, etc., etc. That leaves you coming to the closing table with $1,595 out of your pocket. Can you afford to sell your home? Now let's take a look at our example when you sell with Tri-State Realty. You have the same home value, the same list price, the same mortgage payoff, and the same $30,000 in equity. Now look at your commissions. They've been reduced to $13,200. You have 3% going to the buyer's agent, and I can't change that. But what I can change is the commission payable to me, your listing agent. I've also waived your $395 broker admin fee. How is that? Because I'm the broker. I get to make my own rules so long as I stay within the Virginia real estate law. And there's no law that says I must charge you a broker admin fee. You have the same $9,900 in seller concessions and the same $1,500 payable to the title company. Now you walk away from the table with $5,400 in your pocket. That's a difference of $7,000. Perhaps you want to sell because you bought before the boom, as they call it, and you're sitting on an interest rate that's 7.325. You can't refinance because you don't have enough equity to refinance. But there's nothing from stopping you from selling that home and buying a home at today's interest rate. The interest rates are at a historic all-time low. Maybe you want to downsize. Your children have graduated from college and moved out on their own, and you don't need this big house. Or maybe it's just the opposite. Your family is growing and you need more space. You're sitting on a home with a value of $330,000. Your mortgage is $2,600. But now you could buy a home that's $430,000 with more space and still pay the same $2,600 in a mortgage. Maybe, like most of us, you bought your home thinking this is my biggest investment. I'm going to stay here for some years. I'm going to make my mortgage payments. And as I get closer to retirement, I'll have more equity. I'm going to cash in that equity or sell the home and walk away with the equity and live comfortably in my retirement. But with what has happened in recent years in the real estate market, now you can't afford to do that. So Tri-State Realty has just given you another option. We've saved you $7,000. Now can you afford to sell your home? Perhaps you're able to do it with reduced commission fees. You ask yourself, how is that possible? I thought all commission fees were much higher. Well, Virginia real estate law makes it possible. The Virginia real estate law allows a real estate broker to offer different forms of agency that could save you lots of money. Here's how, and this is where it gets interesting. There are three options for sellers. The standard agency, in which the real estate licensee must perform all of the duties stated in the law. The limited service agency, in which the real estate licensee will perform only some of the duties under the law. Then you have an independent contractor, in which you can expect the real estate licensee to provide the least amount of services to the seller. Let's explore these options for sellers. So, the Virginia real estate law states that a limited service agent is a licensee who acts for or represents a client with respect to real property pursuant to a brokerage agreement that provides that the limited service agent will provide one or more of the duties set forth in the law. The licensee is still acting as the seller's agent. Very important word. Remember that word, agent. So, what does this mean for you and Tri-State Realty? Tri-State Realty reduces the amount of commission you pay to the listing agent when the sellers agree in an agency brokerage agreement that the agent will only perform some of the duties that the law of agency requires. Now, the law says that acting as your agent, I must provide the Virginia Residential Property Disclosure Act, the condominium resale certificate, assuming that you're selling a condo, and the Property Association Disclosure Act. The Virginia real estate law also states that what duties I will perform as well as what duties I will not perform are clearly written in the agency agreement. So now I am not performing all of the duties that the law of agency requires me to. I'm only performing some of those duties, and your commission is reduced. So, what is an independent contractor? The Virginia real estate law states that an independent contractor is a real estate licensee who enters into a brokerage relationship based upon a brokerage agreement that specifically states that the real estate licensee is acting as an independent contractor and not as an agent. There's that word again, agent. It means that I'm not acting as your agent, I'm acting as an independent contractor. So there are certain duties that I must perform under the law while acting as your agent. But now I'm not acting as your agent. I'm an independent contractor. So what does this mean in layman's terms? It means you get to pay for services a la carte. For example, this is the fifth home you've bought and sold. You know the drill. You really don't need all the services that a real estate agent or even a full service agent or a limited service agent may provide. You can handle everything yourself. You just want your home listed in the MLS because you know that the MLS is what brings buyers to your door. So you're going to pay a flat fee for an independent contractor to list your home in the multiple listing system. Now remember, when you place your home in the MLS, you are agreeing to pay a buyer's agent a commission. But you're not paying a listing agent. You're paying an independent contractor a flat fee. Maybe you can schedule your own showing so you're not going to pay for that service. Perhaps you need the independent contractor to advise you on or provide you the required documentation, so you're going to pay a fee for that. Maybe you need a comparative market analysis and a suggested list price so you know what your home is really worth, what you can sell it for. You want to make sure you don't cheat yourself. But maybe your neighbor just settled on a house, last week, and it's a cookie cutter house and it's in the same exact condition as yours, and you don't need a list price. So you're not going to pay for that fee. The Virginia real estate law makes this possible. Are you seeing the benefits of listing your home with Tri-State Realty? It's your money, it's your choice. You decide how much commission you pay to the listing agent by determining what services you need. Tri-State Realty could save you thousands of dollars. You're wondering, why would Karen discount her commissions by thousands of dollars? It's a simple matter of economics. There are not enough homes on the market for buyers who are out there searching. Simple supply and demand. It's my theory that sellers don't have enough equity to sell. So I want to test my theory by offering limited service agency agreements for a limited time only to see if sellers will list at discount commissions. You get to save thousands of dollars. If you like what I'm saying, I ask you to go to facebook.com/Karen Logan Real Estate and give my page a like. It's a new Facebook page for me, and I need your help, and I thank you in advance. So if you're thinking of selling your home, get in touch with Tri-State Realty. I thank you for your time today, and as your free gift, you are going to find out what your home is worth for free. That's a $500 value. That's how much an appraiser would charge you to give you a value on your home. I'm going to send you an estimate of your home's current value. Now remember, it's just an estimate because I have not seen your home. The three most comparable properties that recently sold near you in your neighborhood, and a suggested list price. Just log on to www.talk2Karen4homes.com. That's talk to the number 2 Karen for the number 4 homes HOMES.com. Fill out the form and hit submit. No worries, I'm not asking you for your phone number on this form. I'm not going to call you and harass you to sell your house. But if you'd like to speak to me directly, my number is 703-459-4247. That rings straight into my cell phone. Again, it's 703-459-4247. Thanks again, Karen Logan, Tri-State Realty.